Now, we do not know exactly how long the story is right here, but we do know we're not going to go through the whole story tonight. We will start off with Alliance for Justice. The Ally of Justice Alliance was formed to fend off invasive creatures from outer space. Use the power of unity that transcends tribal boundaries to exterminate the oncoming worms. Wait a minute, we like worms. No, let me stop. Alright, let's get it. Let's face off on these niggas against these niggas. Alright. First scenario. Well, actually, let's look at what we did then. The icon. Pretty cool. Alright, anyways. First scenario. Let the story begin. Alliance for Justice. On a certain planet, several tribes were at war, trying to expand their territories and conquer the continent. However, since none possessed superior military power, the battle between the forces was at a stalemate. The long-lasting war seemed like it would continue for decades, or even for all time. However, the battle will come to a conclusion in an unexpected way. That conclusion was a giant meteorite that flew in from outer space. What? What? The organic matter on that meteorite adapted to the new environment and began to multiply and evolve. These invasive worms that drift through space and devour stars, had begun their invasion of the planet. Facing these interstellar invaders, the tribes signed a truce agreement. Each of them then went on to fight the worms to protect their tribal lands. The Ice Barrier tribe that worshipped the holy beast of ice resisted by releasing Bryonak, dragon of the Ice Barrier. So the Ice Barrier is a one tribe that fought against the Ally of Justice. Okay. The freezing gust by the ice dragon pushed the worms back. A group of warriors called Flameville control fire. So we got the ice niggas, the ice barriers, and then the Flameville are the fire people. The war chief, Flameville Uruquez, ass. Yeah, Uruquez ass. Alright, the war chief, Flameville Uruquez ass, who incinerated the onrushing hordes, was an integral part of the fight. Guardians of the Mist Valley possess the power of man and bird. So we got ice for the water, fire for the fire, man birds for the win. They tricked the invaders. They tricked the invaders, misled by the fog, nice, and prevented them from entering the valley. On Earth, obviously, X-Sabers are swordsmen led by Commander Gaim, Swordmaster. They are few in numbers, but highly skilled, and have slain a countless number of the cosmic entity. So basically, those are the 4 elements. They got the ice barriers for the water, the flame pool for the fire, the mist valley for the wind, and for the earth is the X-Sabers. What are we gonna practice using? We're using the Ally of Justice. I thought we were gonna fight against those niggas. Alright, whatever. Their identity unknown and impossible to communicate with, the worms swarm in unison like army ants. The tribes fought valiantly, repulsing the worm army. However, they couldn't wipe out all of them. Whoa, that one looked like it evolved or some shit. The worms that survived the flurry of attacks learned from the stimulus and began to evolve. Damn. In this way, new species that were adapted to every situation were born and began to multiply. They formed another swarm and attacked once again. The invasion was unstoppable. Unable to withstand the invasion of worms, one by one the tribes were destroyed. On the brink of extinction, the representatives of the surviving tribes gathered to have a debate. The invaders are powerful. Individual strength is no match against the enemy. Now is the time to join forces and stand together. Wow, should we pick a 4 archetype deck with those 4 elements? That would be kind of weird to play with. Thus, the 4 prominent tribes on the continent: Ice Barrier, Flameville, Mist Valley, and X-Sabers. Haha. Oh, what? Got together to form the Ally of Justice? They make the Ally of Justice deck? Each tribe began to develop weapons against the worms. The multitude of weapons designed to destroy the enemy were put to the test on the battlefield. Thus, the all-out war began. Thus, the all-out war against the worms for survival intensified as the days progressed. Yo, bro. So they evolved. That shit is actually kind of crazy. I want to see what those cards look like now. Now, I'm slightly interested to see which cards became what. Since they said they evolved. Alright. What makes an Ally of Justice deck unique? This might be the deck that I actually run with as my last deck in my little trio. It features an abundance of monsters with effects that devastate light monsters. The level 5 and above allied justice monsters, including the synchro monsters, have powerful effects, and their attack and defense are high as well. Be ready to call out high level monsters while dealing your opponent while dealing with your opponent's light monsters. Is this an anti-light deck? Yo, that would be crazy. That just shuts down Blue Eyes completely. It shuts down Blue Eyes. That's kind of savage, but that's what happens. Alright, I gotta put this heater / massage on my body. Alright. Use the effect of allied justice monsters to your advantage and win the duel this turn. In this turn. Try summoning allied justice searcher. Okay. The searcher is the second monster. It's this guy. Activate searcher's effect. Discard Jet Synchron from my hand to activate the effect. Alright. Let's activate this. Let's discard Jet Synchron. And this monster is going to swap his battle position. You block your opponent's flip monster's effect activation. Send that allied justice 1,000 arms from your hand to the graveyard to activate the effect of Jet Synchron. Alright. Wait, how does that stop his... Oh yeah, flip effects are not activated. Haha. Alright, now we're gonna use this card from the grave. Jet Synchron activates. Let's go. Then with the effect of Iron Call, special summon Allied Justice 1,000 arms from the graveyard. Alright, let's do it. Iron Call. 1,000 arms. Alright, Synchro Summon. Catasta. We put the task on the field. Wow. That somehow is a boss monster. You use Catasta to attack for the game. If Allied Justice Catasta battles a face-up monster that is not dark, its effect activation destroy the monster. Sorry, damage that. But wait a minute. These go against, it said go against light, but it's not just going against light, it's going against anything that's not dark actually. It's a useful effect that can counter an opponent's high attack, but it cancels your attack, right? If the effect destroys the monster, you cannot survive that. What's up? Yeah, that's the one. So you can pop cards at the field, but you can't deal damage. But sometimes your opponent's monster is stronger than you, and you need to pop them without having to actually fight them. Whew. boy. So we are going to use our deck. Now we're using the last deck that we've developed. The same way we use the Tingy to go through the World Challenge. We're not gonna use those guys, which are now the Crusaders. But we'll use those to get through whatever story until we get the third deck. This might be an OTK. This really just might be OTK. This brings somebody back from the grave, so we're gonna go ahead and roll something. Then we're gonna link summon. So we're gonna win this turn. We just gotta time our cards. And so, the funny thing is, we could probably bring out a few cards actually. Let's see how we do this. We want to go for this first. Yeah, alright, so we're gonna go for the 2. We're gonna bring out Regulus. We probably could win even higher than that, but it's just to show you something. And so, if this is an online battle, you would go for Crusadia Power, just to block your opponent out of using any effects on you. Because it's not online, you can play a little bit differently. So you could probably do something like this. No, actually no. Probably something like this. Alright, eat the man. Play Maximus, so you can remember where we come from. Yes, Lord, I never forget where we come from. We be spinning roots. We're going ball to the highest point. Then we got 4 monsters in the graveyard. We want to attack. Pop that monster. Swing at their life points directly. Then we're gonna swing at them with another monster. We're gonna bring out purple. Because purple, see, we can bring out another one. A purple got the banish and can bring out another one. In case you don't win this turn. See what I'm saying? He can banish himself. I'll add this one to my hand. Rain phase 2. Now hold up. Why can't I use it? Oh, because I already used the other card. I'm supposed to use this card first. Bugging. Anyway, rain phase 2. We're gonna set this. Set this. And then special summon. Because I accidentally set the wrong card that time. That's exactly right. We don't get the effect off that. We're supposed to. We could get this. But you're right. We're gonna end our turn. 30,000 life points to bring that monster back. Target one defense position monster, change to attack. Low key, I wanted that field card. But instead, we get this because no, look at this. This is gonna bring everything else back. This is gonna watch. Because the thing is with this is the actual moment that you see? And blue sky. This is when they bond. And that connection is what actually gives the man if it gives him this power he got now, the mechanite power. So my boy comes back, and then we link summer. One, two, three. And we bring out this one, the mechanite boss. Oh, the second boss. Then we bring summon. Then we normal summon. Then we link summon. Using that crawler and the key. And it has the key sword. She uses that power to bring out another monster, which at this point is this is fun. I want to keep grabbing these, and then if we can use it, we use it. The effect activates, which means that's another one. And that's just how you recycle that. He gets one Crusadia card. Anyways, let's just kill him. We're gonna attack with this. We're gonna do it again. Then we're gonna finish him off. That was actually a bit longer than expected. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually finish this series tomorrow. I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Make sure you guys subscribe to Stone and Gaming Girl. We love you guys. For the rest of your night, we up out of here.